Hello, this is Barry Donaldson. Thank you for another edition of Success Talk. Man, I'm excited because today we have an entrepreneur, a serious entrepreneur in our studio. This guy runs a multi-million-dollar operation out of Rochester, New York. He owns a direct sales company called 5 Links. He's been an instrumental part of my life, an instrumental part of a lot of people's lives. He's changed their lives with the area of direct sales. His name is Craig Jerabeck. Craig, welcome.
Welcome. Thank you, Barry. Thanks very much for having me here.
How you doing?
I'm doing fantastic.
What do you think about Chicago?
Chicago's outstanding, especially when it's summertime in March.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, we're happy to have you here in our studio. You know, Craig, we do a lot of podcasts out to entrepreneurs. People who listen to this are individuals who would one day may want to start their own business. They might want to get in direct sales, multi-level direct sales. You being a successful owner of a direct sales company, what direction would you give them?
Well, first I'd make sure that they look at the opportunity that it's something that makes sense to their friends and their family before they do it. So are they selling something? Are they providing a service that people need? So if you're selling something that folks need every day, that to me makes sense.
Well, you know, let's talk a little bit about your background. You're a successful entrepreneur. You're in corporate America, I assume, before, right?
Yep, 10 years.
So tell the audience a little bit about your background, how you got to be where you are today to be so successful.
Well, my start was in corporate America, as you said, and I spent 10 years working for other people, AT&T and a wireless company, and wasn't satisfied, wasn't fulfilled with what I was doing, and met some guys who were in the multi-level business. And when I started to understand the model, I really appreciated the power of multi-level. It's unlike anything I've ever done before. And I've done direct selling, I've done retail, I've done franchising, but multi-level has been so much more powerful than any of those other vehicles that I've used in the past.
Wow. Why do you think that? Because it's the power of people, leveraging people?
Absolutely. I mean, you're now giving people an opportunity to build something on their own, and there's no limit. So when someone knows that they can build something and what they build is theirs, and there's no cap, that in corporate America, people put caps on you. In multi-level, the only cap is what you're willing to do. And
what's good about this industry, people, Craig, I'm sure you've seen people who come from humble beginnings, all these different people from all these different stories they have in their life, found success with your company. If there's somebody out there looking to possibly get involved in this industry, or maybe somebody out there who are already making good money, want to diversify, what advice would you give them?
Well, first I'd have them do some looking around the internet, look at some of the opportunities out there. And certainly we'd love everybody to go look at 5links.com and look at our opportunity. And the differentiator, I think, in the space is, as I said earlier, are you selling something that's valuable? Are you selling something that's fairly priced? Do you have an opportunity where people really can make a living and not just make a couple of dollars? What we've tried to do is build an opportunity that people can really transform their lives. I've got guys that were working sushi kitchens not more than 4 years ago that are now making $30,000, $40,000 a month and driving Bentley automobiles. It's quite an experience to see.
Wow. So, individuals, ladies and gentlemen, if you're out there, you're looking at this industry from afar, and maybe you want to get involved in our industry, one thing you have to understand, you got to get with a company that's doing something right, a company that people can believe in. Craig, as a CEO, how is it important for a person to really look at what a company is doing and the integrity of its owners?
Well, you have to look certainly at how long they've been around. Do they pay their people on time? What's their industry standing? Call the Direct Selling Association and make sure that the company you're looking to do business with has integrity, that they've been around, they don't have complaints, and make sure that they pay their suppliers. So if you look on the internet, you can find all the information you need to make sure the company you're working with is reliable. And one of the things we take pride in, we've been here for 11 years, we're stable, we've got an excellent track record of making sure that our suppliers are taken care of as well as our representatives. The representatives always come first. Make sure that you're working with a company that treats the representatives with respect. And the only way you can do that is if you talk to the representatives and get a feel for how they feel about themselves being a part of the company.
Yeah, I think that's true. I think I've been in this industry now 22 years, and I've seen a lot of people come and go in the industry. I think now, Craig, that the industry is getting a groundswell of professionals getting involved. I mean, I'm sure you've seen a lot of people who may have not gotten involved in our industry 20 years ago are getting involved. What's your thought about that and people using networking as a viable income stream for themselves today?
Well, the economy has changed so much. When I left school, everybody said you have to go get a job. I got a job with AT&T, blue chip company. Well, when I joined AT&T, there was 1 million employees. Several years ago, AT&T sold themselves to Southwestern Bell, and they did that because there was 14,000 people left. So over 1 million people were traded out of that company over a span of about 15 years,
wow.
Which everybody would have said 30 years ago could never happen. Eastman Kodak filed bankruptcy in Rochester, New York a month ago. Nobody ever would have expected Eastman Kodak to file bankruptcy. There's 7,000 employees left in a town. There were 40,000 when I moved there. There's no security in corporate America. So you have to find an opportunity that measures your worth and what you're willing to do. You can spend 30 years working for a company, they go bankrupt, and you're left with a handful of sand at the end of the day. You build your own business inside of a business like ours, you have something at the end of the day, and your efforts aren't washed away with some corporate mismanagement. So
tell listeners, those who may be listening to us, what makes 5 Links different than the other company? What's the secret sauce, if there any, that 5 Links, a person can get involved in 5 Links and be successful in it? What makes your company different?
That's a great question, and I guess I'd have to say it really boils down to the relationship between our field leadership and our corporate leadership. And that came out better this year than I've ever seen it. Every year we get together, we do planning with our senior leaders, and we work together on the next year's business plan, and we truly are one mind. And when you've got the field leadership working with corporate leadership and everybody working together to make the opportunity better, that's when you know you have something special. And I really think that after 11 years of doing this, that the magic in 5 Links is a relationship between corporate and the field, and the fact that we're aligned and we work together.
Yeah, it's funny you should say that, because I've been involved a long time in this business, Craig, and then most of the time that I've seen these companies, always a us versus them type of mentality in the business, as being corporate versus the field. So one thing I've learned that 5 Links is really about a unified, duplicatable process, so the field can be successful and corporate be successful. I mean, corporations can't be successful without distributors, and distributors can't be successful without corporations working hand in hand in unity. So I think that's a great philosophy that you guys have over there in 5 Links, and I think you guys are going to be around a long time. Any vision you want to give the listeners about 5 Links and where it's going?
Well, I'm very excited about the future. I try to look at a 5-year roadmap, but I can tell you that our product pipeline is full. We've got great services coming online. Our recent launch into energy has been phenomenally successful, well exceeding our expectations. We're actually becoming a provider in the energy space, so we've got a long run with respect to energy. We continue to innovate on the telecom side of the business, rolling out new applications with our VoIP services. So the future looks really bright, and we're very excited about where we're headed.
Well, great. So if a listener wants to listen to, learn about 5 Links or learn about Craig Jerabeck and the things that you do over there, how would they get a hold of you? How would they find out about 5 Links? What do they need to do?
The best thing to do is to go to 5links.com, 5linx.com. That's the place to start. And then from there, we will reach out to you and make sure that you get all the information you need to learn about the business.
That's it, ladies and gentlemen. Go to www.5links.com. That's the number 5, linx.com. You heard it from the CEO. He's here in MMG in our studio. He told you all about their company. Do your due diligence. Get involved. Be a part of this great industry. And if you decide to join 5 Links, join the company and do well with the company. They're going to be around a long time and doing some fantastic things. Well, this is Barry Donaldson for another edition of Success Talk. Thanks a lot, and I'll see you next time. God bless.